familiar dirty tricks of cheating the world, and when it comes to their hobby, supporting and providing safe haven to terror. Now, for years, Pakistan has tried to wash off this taint of terror, only to fail time and time and again. Now, when we speak of this time, Pakistan has tried to portray itself as a reformed nation and as a victim of terror before the FATF. Times now reveals and exposes how Pakistan just refuses to mend its way, where India has battered and decimated terror hideouts during Operation Sindoor, and a now rattled Pakistan is now trying to find new ways to go back to their old habits. Let's get you an explainer. Because it was in 2019, to get Pakistan removed from the FATF's grey list, that Pakistani government implemented the National Action Plan. What is the National Action Plan? Under this, Pakistan presented to the FATF that it had curbed Jaish-e-Mohammed by taking its markaz under the control of the government. They claim that Jaish-e-Mohammed chief Masood Azhar, his brother Rauf Asghar and their youngest brother Talal al-Saif are being closely monitored by the government. Here's what Pakistan claimed before the FATF. Let's put that out as to how Pakistan has been back to its usual cheating tactics. Now, when it comes to Masood Azhar's bank account, they say that they were under watch, they were being scrutinized. Not just him, the accounts of his brothers as well that are also being monitored. All cash transactions related to Jaish-e-Mohammed, however, they say that they have banned it, and all forms of raising funds for Jaish-e-Mohammed to continue with its terror activities has also been banned through sources, what we learn. But also, when we speak of the channel, which has now learned that all of this was nothing but a sham, it was a cover-up by Pakistan. Pakistan claimed to place them under intense monitoring only to give them a free hand and to find new ways to continue as far as when it comes to funding their terror empire. Let's get you another graphic to put out the details. When we speak of the money, Pakistani rupees, it is amounting to 394 crore. Now, this is the new mechanism that seems to be coordinated by the Jaish-e-Mohammed and the ISI to collect funds using Pakistani digital wallets that are now routed via Easy Paisa and Sada Pay. These applications that are used to route when it comes to money to fund Jaish-e-Mohammed, the funds that are meant for Jaish-e-Mohammed directed to digital wallets, however, no money transferred to Azhar's bank account. So that remains clean. But when it comes to such kind of illegal routes that are now being taken up, this is something that the sham that Pakistan is trying to pull off. Pakistan, however, could falsely claim that here are the account details. There has been no illegal transaction. However, what is being said via these digital applications, Jaish-e-Mohammed has been able to collect around 394 crore Pakistani rupees, and these funds have been collected to build 313 new markers, which Pakistan claims that they are so-called monitoring them. 394 crore Pakistani rupees, or as it translates and amounts to 120 crores when it comes to Indian money. But let's tell you exactly all of this money and how it is being routed. Many of them happen to be very close relatives of Jaish-e-Mohammed founder Masood Azhar. Now, exactly when it comes to the location of where these illegal funds were routed, one of them is said to be the account of Talal Saif, who is said to be Masood Azhar's brother. Let's put them out. As far as when it comes to all of this, is said to be part of the same Jaish-e-Mohammed network. Another one is said to be the son of Masood Azhar, who is Abdullah Azhar. Then let's take a look as far as Saeed Safdar Shah is concerned. He is said to be one of the topmost Jaish commander. Let's get in a word from Rishabh, who will break down the details. As far as FATF is concerned, Rishabh, good morning. How Pakistan continues to evade strict scrutiny, but will this, as far as when it comes to illegal money being routed to expand Jaish empire, will that be taken into cognizance by the FATF?
Well, if we talk about Jaish-e-Mohammed as an entity, as a terror outfit, after Operation Sindoor, their main markaz, the main headquarters, was decimated by Indian forces, and we have seen how the videos have come out from that time. But Jaish do understand that they need to rebuild. And when we talk about this 313 markazes, or as they say, masajids, basically what they are trying to do is to replicate Jamaat-ud-Dawa, or Lashkar-e-Taiba, and decentralize their whole so that they expand to whole of Pakistan.
Yes. All right. We'll just connect back with you, Rishabh, but this is a big development there. Can Pakistan really escape when it comes to the FATF scrutiny as far as such kind of monitoring is concerned? Because that is where actually Pakistan belongs, which is when it comes to blacklisting the country altogether. With that, we head into a